Hi, everybody. Thank you for tuning in and watching another weekly video with Purple Goddess where we explore secret messages from the amazing tarot. And the tarot is about symbolic language, and it's making a huge comeback in our culture, and it's about stories, the story of our life. So today I've pulled a very interesting and somewhat complex card that I hope you might resonate with. And if you don't, but if you find that the story is interesting and you think somebody you know might resonate with this card, feel free to share it. And as always, I love comments below. So you ready for this very amazing card today and somewhat complex? Here we go. Let's give it a little tap. Okay, this card is the Lover's card, and it's from the Major Arcana of the Tarot deck. And it's number 6, and it's associated with the astrological sign of Gemini. And people who are Gemini are known as the twins. There's 2 different sides to Gemini people. And this card is a man and a woman that on first blush might look like Adam and Eve. So if in a traditional tarot reading, like a really quick tarot reading, you pulled this card, the tarot reader would say, oh, there is a mountain of difficulty between you and your lover or you and another person. And there's a cloud between you two, a cloud of confusion. So this could be your story right now, that you're in a confused state, maybe between 2 lovers, or you're in a relationship and you're just confused about what to do. Should you stay or should you go? And so on first blush, this card is about confusion and some distance between you and a lover. Now, we're going to take it down a little bit and get really deep with this card because there's so much more to it than that story. Now, if you look carefully on this card, we've got 3 characters. We've got a man who is looking at a woman. The woman, interestingly, is not looking at the man. She is looking at the angel. This is Archangel Raphael. And Raphael's about healing. So what we want to say is that this card is about aligning 3 energies. This character here represents the masculine energy within all of us and the conscious mind. And he is projecting a part of himself that he hasn't embraced, which is represented by the feminine energy, which is the unconscious mind. And she is projecting her energy to the superconscious mind or the higher self. So the story about the Lover's card is really about learning to align these energies within ourselves first and foremost. We need to be aware and actively working on our mind, keeping our mind stimulated and growing constantly with our thoughts and learning new things. And we also need to be aware of our unconscious self, things that we've stuffed down in the unconscious, our shadow. And they sometimes, messages from our unconscious appear to us in dreams. So there's lots you can do to find out about what's going on in your unconscious self. And then, slowly as we evolve on a planet, we're learning that we are more than just our mind and our unconscious mind. There's also a higher mind, a higher self, represented by the divine. And this angel is also within us. And learning to find our higher self is really an amazing adventure. And there's all kinds of things that you can do to find your higher self. If there's anything you're interested in, like Buddhism, like find a Shambhala institute or center near where you live. Google teachings about the goddess, and that's, where my higher self and divinity lies, is learning about the goddess and the divine feminine. But there are all kinds of things out there that you can find to help you grow a spiritual practice. And at the end of the day, this is such a fascinating card, and it's an invitation to get aligned in all of these things within ourselves. And when we do, when we're healthy and whole and integrated, we can attract a fabulous partner. And unfortunately, our culture tells the story about being on this quest to find a soulmate, like the right person that's going to complete you. And that's not really a very helpful story, because in this case, the male might be just turning to the woman to help him sort out his unconscious. He has to do that work. She might be just looking up there and not dealing with her unconscious. This is a card about getting it all together yourself. And the sun on this card is such a positive omen about if you can do the work, you can attract a beautiful partnership. Now, we also grew up in a story, at least in my generation, from the Old Testament about Adam and Eve, and that sex and, nakedness was something to be feared and something wrong, and where God kicked, Adam and Eve out of paradise. And we have a better understanding now about, nakedness and lust and longing for sexuality and all its wholeness. And it's available to us now. The universe is saying paradise can be returned. And if you're interested in, unleashing this lover part of yourself, there are all kinds of beautiful workshops you can attend now today on Tantra, and which is like ancient teachings of beautiful sexuality. There's all kinds of erotic, safe, healthy material out there that allows you to express yourself in a fabulous sexual way and learn about it, and eventually, attract a terrific partner into your life. So what does a terrific partnership and lover relationship look like? It's something where there is the gift of spaciousness. Okay, so sometimes, couples get too attached and there's no spaciousness. Let there be spaciousness in your togetherness, the prophet Kahlil Gibran said many years ago. And a beautiful relationship also is about a childlike innocence. And there's curiosity and play. And there's loyalty and commitment. So this is if you're having to make a choice right now, or things are cloudy and difficult, ask yourself if these components of spaciousness, curiosity, playfulness, loyalty, and commitment are there. And if they're there, then it's something to embrace and to reach out. These two people can reach out and kind of get it together. There's also here the teaching of, the snake on the tree. And the snake is about renewal. And it's always possible to renew your life and to shed your skin and to really work with new energies. And here's a tree behind the male energy of, the passion, these flames of fire. And so the real teaching of this card is to find those flames of passion within yourself and fire, and marry it with, the tree of knowledge, and look to the divine. Find some kind of beautiful reading, teaching about, the divine, and get all these things lined up together within yourself. And when you do that, you become a more awesome person than you already are. And the universe will match that with someone who wants to offer you a cup of love. So let me know how this story resonates with you. And if you want a reading with the Purple Goddess anytime, reach out to me and I'd be happy to do a reading with you. Blessed be till we meet again. Bye for now.